If you are someone who starts something and then loses track and then struggles to find the way back, welcome to my vlog. Hi everyone, welcome to the latest vlog of a watercolor love story. I think the last video I made, the last weekly vlog, that was probably 4 months ago. It has been 8 months since I started this thing, so if you look at it, I only managed to do it for half the period. I was going through medical stuff and that affected my mental health, which kind of made it very difficult for me to get into the headspace where I could focus on learning and art. I lost track and then I just couldn't bring myself to pick up the paintbrush regularly. I would occasionally do something one day, make something, and then not do anything for weeks. So this is the week in which I'm going to reevaluate my curriculum and figure out how to go forward and bring everything back on track. I also think that I had given 1 or 2 weeks to every subject matter, but that wasn't working for me because there were certain subject matters that I wanted to explore really deeply, certain very niche things that I wanted to do for which I had no space. So it wasn't working as well as I wanted it to, and then I would be constantly thinking about it. I have to do this and that and everything, and a lot of my effort would go into planning things and thinking about all of it. So I do need to reevaluate and think how I want to proceed. Also, I am bad at drawing, which restricts a subject matter that I can paint, so I want to obviously improve that, and I have decided to use a book called Master Drawing Essentials in 5 weeks, and it's for beginners, so I think it will be fine for me. You will obviously get to see some of it in the weekly vlog itself, and I think that I'll make a separate video in which I review the book properly. I'll be able to tell you in a better way how useful this book was for me and how much my drawing has improved because of it. If it has, I am very hopeful that it will improve. So I'll tell you that once I'm done with the 5-week course. One part of my curriculum that I know what I'm going to do for is perspective. So even though I have been putting this off, I think it's time to learn about it because it makes the most sense to me right now. I know what I have to do for it, so I won't be thinking about how to go about the topic for the week. So perspective is what we are doing this week. I know what I'll be drawing for it probably won't be as good as I want it to be because I have to learn a lot about drawing and watercolors themselves. Moreover, I know that perspective is often taught with streets and buildings and that kind of stuff, which is a part of urban sketching, and I haven't done that yet. But I can gain the knowledge, and obviously if there is one thing that I have learned over this entire journey, it's that I can't learn anything without actually doing it. And even if I am really bad at something, with practice I can improve. So we will be practicing. Usually I start any topic by looking for Skillshare courses. However, this time around I am starting with YouTube videos. First of all, I really wanted to give more recommendations to people who don't use Skillshare. Secondly, I also thought that with perspective it might be a good idea to start with YouTube videos because they are generally shorter and I can go through a few of them quickly and just familiarize myself with the terminology. And I am really sorry that this video might not be that visually interesting to you because a lot of it is theory and not like proper drawing and paintings. So I don't know how much fun it is to watch it. So what I will be doing is I'll be limiting the clips which are just me doing something against background music, and most of this video will be me talking to you, telling you what I'm learning from all the stuff that I'm going through, and again all the things that I'll be going through, courses, videos, etc. Links and names are in the description and you can go there and check them out. So for introduction videos, I have two recommendations for you. The second one is for 1 point perspective only, so for the rest of the stuff you can look at more videos by the creator. The first video covers much more, and both of these can help you familiarize yourself with the world of perspective, and when I say first, second, I mean the order in which I have linked them in the description. I have watched a few more, but those were repetitive, so I am not including them. So it's Wednesday, and as I said yesterday, today I am planning to begin every day this week by doing these drawing exercises, because I'm basically going through that book which is supposed to teach me how to draw in 5 weeks, or at least master the basics. So that's the plan, to begin with these drawing exercises. And then I will be going to perspective. Today we will be covering a lot of Skillshare stuff, and yesterday I only did YouTube and I didn't do anything after that, partly because my sister basically got a new book. Let me show you. I don't know how much of it will be visible. I'll put the cover on the screen. So my sister basically got this new book, and I ended up getting lost in that book and reading quite a bit of it. It's a drawing book. I think I'll do like a review of it, sort of. Basically how it impacted me, I'll tell you that. And yeah, so I started reading that, and then I didn't do anything after that. Today the plan is to do at least 2 to 3 Skillshare courses. The goal is to do at least 2. Let's see how it goes, and hopefully, so basically do at least 2 that I can recommend to you. Maybe I'll do more than that, but 2 that are good enough for me to be able to recommend to you. So that's the plan. I'm going to finish doing these exercises and then get back to the courses. And yeah, the only reason I took out my mic and I'm recording this live despite all the traffic noise that's going to be a part of this clip is because I want to tell you about that book that is so good. It basically made me really happy that I am starting art again, kind of. At the same time, I got access to that book. So yeah, that's the plan. I don't think I have anything else to say to you, so I am going to start recording this in fast forward and hopefully see you very soon with some good news about a couple of courses that I can recommend to you on perspective. Also, if you are someone who watches a lot of content, because I do watch a lot of art content, but most of it is very focused and not a vlog style, or at least not this style, like where I'm trying to tell you the best resources and stuff like that. Tell me about interesting ways that I can make vlogs like this interesting, like ones which focus on things like perspective and composition, where I'm not doing anything, where I'm not making any paintings. So if you have any suggestions, do let me know how to make these more interesting for you, or if they are already interesting enough, to let me know that too, because I really feel like they might not be interesting enough. So I did 3 courses today, and 2 of them are on the shorter side, more focused, and don't include as much stuff as the bigger one, obviously. And then there is one big course that I didn't do completely, but I did do a chunk of it. And I believe it's a very basic fundamental perspective course that you can do. It's literally called Perspective 101. And it pretty much includes everything. And in the beginning it is slightly intimidating because a bunch of terms are thrown at you without going into a lot of detail. It would be a good idea to watch the YouTube videos I recommended yesterday before starting this one. Also, if you don't have time to do multiple courses, which is kind of the point here to tell you about the best courses that you can go to, I think you can do just this one. I do have a few other courses like this one on my list, which are long and include a lot of stuff, so I will be going through those. However, that might not happen this week. So you will have to wait for the next video to see how good those are and which is the best one. But I don't think that if you're beginning with this one and if you're in a hurry, you want to start the course right away, you will not be disappointed. It's a good one. However, if you are someone who gets intimidated by big courses, I have short ones to recommend too. Also, the shorter courses are sometimes more fun. Like I have a few which explore the topic using a painting project. So that can be fun. One of them is Introduction to Perspective, Beginner Drawing. This one involves working on a project and the educator has shown it right away how the information can be applied in paintings. Like the video on the screen is me learning how to apply it to make buildings with doors and windows. It's undoubtedly fun, and I definitely learn better when I am doing something rather than just learning theory. And I think this is one of the mistakes I did with composition, not practicing enough. So I'm not going to make the same mistake with perspective, and of course I have to go back to composition and practice as well. However, I do recommend that you should not begin with this one. Maybe it's just me, but I feel once you have a better understanding of the basics, it's more fun to do the practical parts. So I do recommend that you go through the longer course first or go through YouTube videos and then come to this one. Another course I did today was solely on 1-point perspective. It's by JW Learning. You might remember them from the composition video. If you're going in with the intention of only learning 1-point perspective, then definitely go ahead with this one. But if you want to learn the entirety of it, then maybe you can skip this one or only come to this if you feel like you want to learn more about 1-point perspective or focus on 1-point perspective. However, if you want to learn it with the project, I'll be recommending courses tomorrow which are just on 1-point perspective and are mostly about making a piece. So look out for the ones that I recommend tomorrow. Today I am going to finish the courses that I started yesterday and do ones that are more project focused, but only for 1-point perspective. I am starting with this course by one of my favorite educators and artists, Peggy Dean, and it's a course on basically urban sketching but only from 1-point perspective, and I would not recommend you to dive straight into this one because the educator does kind of assume that you know the basic terms like what is horizon line and what is vanishing point. However, she does teach you how to identify these points and these lines in a photograph. So it's more application based. I have gone through the course and I absolutely love it. I am now working on the project. The reference picture I'm using is in the description, and I'm going to finish this project and then I'll go on to the next course. The next course that I am doing is also on urban sketching from one point perspective, and this one is also a lot of fun. It does go into technical aspects a little more than the previous course, and it uses a lot of examples, which is great. It teaches you to recognize basically by looking at a picture which perspective this is, when to use which perspective, and then how to draw in one point, and finally the project itself. You can do both the courses if you want, but if you want to pick one of these, then if you are someone who wants to straight away dive into the project and do something more focused on urban sketching, go with the first one. And if you want to focus more on perspective aspect, do the second one. It's Friday and the plan for the day is to basically do some of the leftover work from earlier days. For instance, Perspective 101 course that I was doing, I haven't made much progress with it. So I want to catch up on that. Practice drawing skills, which I already did. I am also a poet. I don't know if I ever told you that. And I'm working on my first book. So today I want to focus on that, and I'll do more art stuff tomorrow. So see you then. So I did practice yesterday and finished what needed to be finished, and today the plan was to basically do a few more courses and give you recommendations. But yesterday when I was planning what I'm going to do today, I was looking at the courses and I kind of realized that I don't want to do a project for every single course. Also, some of them are interesting but not of interest to me personally. Some of them are repetitive and obviously I'm not going to include those. So I am going to include a few courses in the recommendations which I think are good, and if you are someone who basically wants to do everything with the educator, in the sense that there is a photograph that they have and you want to follow it with them fully, then these courses are definitely of use to you. I generally now avoid following the course exactly. I prefer to find reference pictures from Unsplash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture from Unsplash and do my own thing and practice. But these courses are definitely useful, so you can go with these. But all of these are practice based and there is nothing new theory wise in most of these, except there was one in which I think atmospheric perspective was there. I think it's one on urban sketching. So that one does have information about atmospheric perspective, which I don't remember any other course having. So there is that, but most of these theory wise are repetitive. So the plan for today is to just practice. The pictures I'm using are also included in the description, and the last thing I'm going to do this week is this drawing, and I'll see you next week with the recommendations for 2-point perspective hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.